Hi, today we are going to be doing a glute and hamstring Pilates focus workout. All you'll need is your mat, or if you want to just lay down a towel or a blanket if you happen to be traveling. You don't need any equipment for this workout. If you would like to, you can add in some booty bands or some ankle weights, but it totally is not necessary for the work. It is intended to be a body weight workout that you can do from anywhere. If you're new to my page, my name is Laura. I'm a certified Pilates instructor and personal trainer, and I like to bring you bite-sized Pilates and strength-based workouts to help support those active hobbies that you like to do, like running, hiking, pickleball, whatever it is. I like to bring you workouts that help to sustain that lifestyle for life. So if that sounds like something that you're into, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so that you can get notified on when I drop new videos. If you're ready to work out, let's go ahead, grab your mat and start in a laying down position. Starting on your back with your knees in a bent legged position, feet flat to the floor, about hip width apart. We're going to start with some bridges. Spread those fingers along the floor, tuck the tailbone underneath you, and start to roll those hips up to the sky. Once you have those hips pressing upwards, pull the stomach inwards towards your lower back and start to articulate that spine down, bone by bone by bone. Settle that pelvis, untuck it so you have a little bit of a ray of light, and then we'll go again. Tailbone tucks like a wheel, stomach pulls in. You lift those hips upwards towards the ceiling, and then melt yourself back downwards towards the ground. So we're starting off with an articulating bridge to warm up. So we are trying to peel the spine up bone by bone, or almost like a string of pearls. Imagine each bead or each pearl coming down one at a time and lifting up one at a time. When you find that release, that brings your pelvis into what's called neutral. And then when you find that pelvic tilt, that's going to be what helps you engage those lower abdominals to help support your lower back in that bridge position. When we find that high bridge, we want to keep pulling the stomach in and backwards so that we're not arching or rainbowing the lower back here. And you can really get that work in your glutes and hamstrings. We're going to go for 3 more times. These first few in this set are nice and slow. That's going to be what helps you to massage out that lower back and really helps you to engage your lower stomach. Next time that you're up in your bridge, go ahead and hold it in the up for me. Think about trying to stretch your knees over your toes a little bit more. Your hands reach longer to your feet. And then from here, we're going to take the hips halfway down and all the way up. Halfway down and all the way up. As we do these pulses, we're still trying to pull the stomach away from the shirt, away from the front of your waistband. I still have pressure through the heels of my feet as I go downwards, so that down descent is with control. And then I push through the entire surface of my feet to help lift my hips to the sky. We've got 3, 2, 1 more. Melt the spine down. Give those knees a hug if you need it. Otherwise, we're going to go back up into that bridge position. Once you're in that bridge position, we're going to go into marches. Right leg marches up, tabletop. We want to aim for that knee over your hip, and then march it down. Left leg marches up, and then settle that foot down to the ground. As we're marching right to left leg, we want to try to keep those hip headlights reaching upwards towards the sky. So I always think of those bony hip bones as like the headlights of a car, and I want to try to keep them facing upwards towards the ceiling that's up above me. If you need to, you can take those hands, a little bit of pressure underneath your seat to help you keep that evenness as you start to work up and build into your single leg work. We're going to go 1 more through the right side, 1 more through the left side, and then roll yourself on down all the way. Once your hips are down, what I want you to do is make a figure 4 through your right leg. So your right leg crosses over the left. We're trying to open up that knee. You're going to get a passive piriformis stretch on that left side. Your left leg, single leg bridge, we go 8 times. You press this time with a flat back and then bring the booty down. Exhale, press, resist the booty down. You connect that movement to breath. That's gonna help you to engage a little bit more of your abdominals. It also helps you to control a little bit more of that tempo. After 8, you're gonna keep your hips up at the sky, stretch your right leg to the sky, and then flex it down, point it up. Flex it down, point it up. Straight leg sweeps. We stand firmly in that left leg. Use that exhale to lift the leg up to the sky. Last 2. 1. And then straight leg to the sky, lower down with one leg down. Awesome job. Now from here, bring your feet to the ground. And before we move on to the other side, we're gonna take the leg that was just working your left leg and stretch it upwards towards the ceiling. Take both hands onto that leg and give it a little hug. You can lift your head, neck, and shoulders up towards it to deepen that stretch. And then settle it back down onto the earth. Once you're there, now we're gonna find that figure 4 stretch through the left leg. Left leg crosses over onto that right thigh bone. Arms are reaching long. Settle that foot onto the ground. Once you have that whole footprint to the ground, we go up to the sky. We go into our single leg bridge. So I like this figure 4 as a prep for single leg bridging because it helps you to keep your hips in a parallel position, a little bit more, I don't want to say easier, you're still working your right leg in your single leg bridge, but it just gives you a little bit of that tactile assistance to keep your hips parallel to the ceiling that you're facing. We're gonna go 3 more times. In 2, you hold your bridge. Last 1, keep your hips up at the sky. Stretch your left leg to the ceiling, flex it down, point it up. Flex it down, point it up. Notice if you have any tension in your head, see if you can reach it long. Shoulders are open to the ground. Last one here. End with your toe to the sky, and then melt, melt, melt to the floor. Find your left leg to the ground, and we find that same hamstring stretch with the right leg. Right leg to the sky. Give it a hold on behind the leg. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders up to give it a deeper stretch. And then rest your foot to the ground. Once we're here, I like to end symmetrical. So we take those feet back into parallel. If you want to make your second round of bridges harder, we're going to reach those arms up to the sky. Stomach pulls in to support that lower back. And we go up for a bridging up. Little down, exhale, lift, little down. Try to feel both of your feet evenly pressured into the floor beneath you. See if you can pull those heels into your bottom a little bit more here. And even if your shoulders or hands are upwards towards the sky, see if you can settle those shoulders into your back towards your hips a little bit more. We're here for 2, 1, and then roll yourself on down. Hug those knees, both of them into your chest. Rock yourself up to a seated position. And once you've rocked yourself into that seated position, you're all set, you're all done. So I love that series to help to engage through that back side of the body, your glutes, your hamstrings. We introduced a little bit of single leg work, which is so important, especially if you have active hobbies like hiking, anything dynamic, tennis, baseball, anything that involves a little bit of running. Having that unilateral work is so important so that we can start to build strength in each leg independently. So you don't have anything that's trying to overcompensate during your hobbies, keeping you healthy, keeping you strong, keeping you injury-free for the things that you love to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. That lets me know that you want to see more videos like this. If you have any requests for things that you would like to see in the future, go ahead and leave it down in the comments below. And if you're not already subscribed to my page, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so that you can get notified on when I drop videos onto my channel. Like I mentioned earlier, I love to bring you videos that help you to sustain the active lifestyle that you love so that you can do it for life. So if that sounds like something that you're into, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in my next workout video. Have a good one.